Former WWE head writer Vince Russo recently spoke about Rhea Ripley's fading star power. The Australian star was in France for the Raw tapings this week. During a backstage interview with WWE correspondent Kathy Kelly, Ripley shared her thoughts on Stephanie Vaquer facing Io Sky for the vacant Women's World Championship. Mommy said that she had her eyes on the match and would be ready for whoever emerges as the new champion. However, the interview was interrupted by Asuka and Kairi Sane. Asuka and Rhea had a tense exchange before the Kabuki Warriors walked out. On the latest episode of Legion of Raw, Russo said that Rhea Ripley was sliding down the roster just like any other star. He pointed out that Rhea somehow lost her edge over the last few months. The veteran writer noted that Mommy was getting soft due to her friendship with Io Sky, and it was absolutely against her character. He was puzzled by the creative team's booking ideas and felt it was damaging her aura. Bro, I swear to God, I'm watching this and is it just me or are they turning Rhea Ripley into a regular person? Remember they had the vignette last week with her and Io Sky where I literally thought they were gonna kiss. I really thought they were. I was waiting for that. And then here she's got no crazy makeup. She's tame. What are we doing with her? I don't understand it. As one of the most dominant stars on the roster, the former Women's World Champion's presentation on the main roster is one of the most crucial aspects of WWE creative. WWE has found itself in hot water yet again, this time for the ongoing mishandling of one of its brightest stars, Rhea Ripley. The Australian powerhouse has long been a fan favorite, celebrated for her athleticism, charisma, and no-nonsense persona. However, recent booking decisions have left fans and industry veterans alike scratching their heads, with some openly questioning the company's direction regarding her career. A respected wrestling veteran who has worked both in-ring and behind the scenes didn't mince words when discussing Ripley's current trajectory. Speaking to media outlets, they expressed outright frustration at the way WWE has handled her character, saying, "What are we doing with her? She's clearly talented, she connects with the audience, and yet she's being treated like she's expendable." Ripley's journey in WWE has been marked by meteoric rises and impressive championship wins. She first gained prominence in NXT, WWE's developmental brand, where her dominance in the women's division caught the attention of fans and critics alike. Ripley's physical style, combined with her dark, gothic-inspired persona, immediately set her apart from her peers. Upon her promotion to the main roster, expectations were high sky. Many predicted she would be positioned as a top-tier talent with a clear path to long-term championship runs. Unfortunately, the reality has not aligned with those expectations. In recent months, Ripley's character has been underutilized and at times poorly booked. She's been inserted into storylines that seem to undercut her credibility, often losing high-profile matches or being overshadowed by other talent who don't necessarily have the same fan pull. This has led to a growing sense of frustration among WWE's fan base, who see immense potential in Ripley being wasted. Social media has erupted with criticism. Fans who once celebrated Ripley's victories now express disappointment at her sporadic appearances and lack of meaningful storylines. Rhea Ripley is one of the most exciting wrestlers in WWE today, and yet she's barely on TV. What's happening? Tweeted one frustrated fan. Another posted, "Every time Rhea loses a match she should be winning, I lose a little faith in WWE booking." The veteran commentator who spoke out emphasized that this isn't just a fan issue. It's a professional concern for WWE's long-term brand. Rhea has a unique look, a unique presence, and she can carry a match with anyone. For WWE to not utilize her properly is baffling. It's almost as if the creative team doesn't know what to do with her, and that's alarming. Ripley's character has often been at its best when portrayed as a fierce, almost unstoppable force in the women's division. Her past matches showcased a blend of power, technical skill, and a presence that commanded the audience's attention. From her iconic NXT Women's Championship run to main roster showdowns with the likes of Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, Ripley has consistently demonstrated that she can rise to any challenge. Yet her current booking seems intent on eroding that momentum rather than building on it. Some insiders speculate that part of the problem lies in WWE's reliance on predictable storytelling. Instead of creating fresh narratives that play to Ripley's strengths, she's been forced into formulaic rivalries or temporary feuds that fail to resonate. The result is a dilution of her persona, leaving her underappreciated and underutilized. Veterans argue that WWE's mishandling of talent like Ripley has broader implications. In an era where companies like AEW, NJPW, and Impact Wrestling are gaining traction, retaining top-tier performers requires careful storytelling and proper elevation. Fans have choices now. If you're not careful with someone like Rhea, you risk losing her, or at the very least, diminishing her impact. WWE should be cultivating stars, not wasting them. The frustration isn't limited to veteran critics. Even former WWE talent have voiced concern. Some have questioned the company's apparent lack of direction, suggesting that creative decisions are often driven more by short-term considerations than long-term planning. Rhea is too talented to be bouncing around in forgettable storylines, one former star commented. She needs a solid program that elevates her and keeps her in the spotlight. Otherwise, what's the point? Despite the criticism, Ripley herself has remained professional and committed. Behind the scenes, reports indicate that she continues to train rigorously and deliver top-tier performances whenever given the chance. Her dedication is widely admired, and it's clear that her frustrations are more about creative direction than personal effort. This professionalism only underscores the missed opportunities for WWE. A star who consistently shows up, performs at a high level, and resonates with audiences deserves a platform that reflects her talent. Interestingly, some fans have begun to speculate about alternative paths for Ripley outside WWE. AEW in particular has been mentioned as a potential landing spot where her talents could be better showcased. While WWE undoubtedly values her presence, the growing chatter suggests that a more appreciative environment could be on her horizon if current trends continue. For now, however, the spotlight remains on WWE's decision-making. The question raised by the veteran, "What are we doing with her?" resonates widely, not just within the wrestling community, but also among casual fans. It's a call for introspection, urging WWE to recognize the immense talent they have in Rhea Ripley and take decisive steps to maximize her potential. It's clear that Ripley's downfall in recent months is less about her abilities and more about the creative direction she's been given. The solution, according to critics, is simply stop undermining her character, give her meaningful storylines, and allow her to shine in a way that befits her talent. WWE has the tools to transform Ripley from a wasted asset into one of the most compelling stars on their roster, but only if they commit to doing so. In conclusion, Ripley's situation serves as both a cautionary tale and a wake-up call. Her journey highlights the perils of inconsistent booking and underutilization, while simultaneously showcasing the potential rewards of investing in talent wisely. Fans, critics, and industry veterans alike are united in their sentiment that Ripley is too valuable to be squandered. WWE must answer the pressing question that has become impossible to ignore. What exactly are we doing with her? Until that answer is clear, the frustration will continue to mount, and one of WWE's brightest stars may remain in the shadows, an outcome that no one, especially Ripley herself, deserves.